This tutorial shows how teachers can enter standards-based grades, where students receive separate grades for different objectives. This is also used for character and study skills. Standards usually use non-percentage scales, such as 4-3-2-1 or ESN, but percents and traditional letter grades can also be used. So if your school gives a single grade for each subject, even if using grade scales such as 4-3-2-1, this does not require standards-based grading, and you can skip this tutorial. Also, this tutorial is only for teachers. Administrators should read the help guide to set up custom standards for your school. Let's start with character study skills. First, on the Setup, Classes and Subjects screen, you should have a separate class set up for character and study skills. You don't need any assignments for this class. Simply go to the Grades Report Cards screen. Here you can see the objectives which your administrator set up for you. Click a student, and in the appropriate column for the term, click any cell. You can type in any grade mark, such as numbers, letters, or anything else. And that's exactly what will be displayed on report cards. Use the Enter key, arrows, or tab to move around. Depending on your settings, you may also be able to click in the top row, which is strand grades, and enter score there. Now let's check out academic standards. Academic standards are usually tied to assignments, so we'll start on the Grades Assignment screen. When grading an assignment or test, check the objectives which apply. You can hover your mouse, not click, to see the full text of the objective. If you don't see the full text, go to Set Up My Account and make sure that pop-up tips are enabled. You can select more than one objective, and then the score that you enter for the assignment will count towards each of those objectives. If you would like to give different scores for each selected objective when creating an assignment, go to the bottom of the list of objectives and click Score Objectives Separately. Once done, you can enter scores for each objective separately in these columns here. To see students' progress on objectives, go to the Grades Report Cards screen. Click any student to see their scores for all grading periods for each objective. This updates automatically throughout the grading period, so you do not need to wait until report cards are due. Click an objective to see a graph and a list of all grades associated with that objective. Click Show Class Average to see the class average in each term for each objective. Or, when a single student is selected, you can always see the class average in the right-hand column. Your school may also define custom fields for your report card, especially for early elementary. For example, you may have checkboxes next to letters, or you may type in the student's reading level. These fields are customized by your administrator. On the Setup Grading screen, you may have the option on the left-hand side to set your standards-based grading options. Traditionally, report cards show the average score from all graded tests and assignments for the whole period. However, if you choose summative, it shows the student's proficiency level by the end of the grading period, averaging just the latest assignments instead of the whole term. This is a more progressive approach. If you select both, then your gradebook shows the average grade, while report cards show the summative grade. Returning to the Grades Assignment screen, it is important to note that if you give an assignment but do not select any objectives, that assignment will not count toward the report card grade, but will count toward the general grade. That means the student will have two different grades. This is intentionally designed so that teachers can provide a general grade, including various penalties and rewards as incentives for turning in their work, and a standards-based grade that includes only assessments. If you don't want dual grades, Make sure that every assignment has one or more objectives selected.